Hi everybody, this is going to share with you gameplay and a few thoughts in the beginning of the video about Mina the Hollower. This is a 2D platformer action adventure game that kind of borrows some various type of other genres, including even Soulslike to some degree, because you can lose some of the currency if you die. And also reminding kind of some classic Zelda games. And overall, it's kind of a unique take on the 2D platformer genre, which overall I really liked. The graphics, pixel art graphics are really nice. The music is incredible in my opinion, really give me some, retro classic game vibes. But overall it designs so well that again, as a modern game, sometimes of course when I play classic 2D platformers, I don't enjoy it right now, but this actually designed very well to give you the great feeling of the classic while still being a really fun game. Of course, designed well and optimized for modern gaming, of course, perfectly fit for playing with the controller, and of course widescreen and so on. Anyway, story short, regarding the story, the backstory for this game, you play as a Mina, a talented inventor in Hollower, and years ago Mina invented spark generators, which brought prosperity to Tenebrous Isle. However, a mysterious force is now destroying the generators, and Mina's longtime friend, Baron Lionel, summoned her to the island to repair the generators and deal with any threats she encounters along the way. Now, Mina, balancing her scientific mind with her athletic abilities, set out on a mission to save the island and uncover the source of the trouble. Now, at the beginning, you have to choose your weapon of choice. You can actually just test them out and see which one you like better. You're going to unlock more as you go. There are also lots of other upgrades that you can have as you play for your weapon, shield. There are also consumables and over 100 trinkets that you can customize your character to your liking. The game is designed very well, by the way, in terms of spawn points, checkpoints. You won't start straight from the beginning. There are checkpoints in various locations. We can actually get in a hole inside the checkpoint. There's some other things you can interact with. They also mentioned on the Steam page that this kind of has authentic 8-bit visuals in the style of the Game Boy Color, refined for the modern era. They also mentioned on the Steam page that the game has a electrifying MSX-style soundtrack by chiptune virtuoso and Jake Kaufman. Other than that, I think that you enjoyed the game. At the bottom line, I really enjoyed it. A few things that I've noticed is, things I didn't like. It took me some time to get used to the controls, which of course is okay. The other thing is sometimes you don't really know how to react to different sprites that are available, which one, what each one does and how you can interact with them. Sometimes you get, of course, a sense of losing a sense of height, because there is used a sense of height here as well. You can, some enemies kind of afloat, and there's some other platform that are above the ground. Of course, because it's 2D, it's hard to distinguish between them. You get used to it at a certain point, but it might be a bit frustrating at the beginning of the game, but it doesn't take long and you get used to it. Oh yeah, one word about the mechanics. There's also the skulls that you can see, which allow you to buy things during the game, and they will stay with you even if you fail. And you also can find something like in Soulslike, you have kind of a currency that it's called, I think, I forgot the name. Anyway, you can actually keep it and store it so you can use it for later and convert them in a machine in the checkpoint from that currency, I forgot the name, to bones, which allows you to buy things, of course, at certain places in the game. So you decide whether you want to invest or keep it for later. Some really cool mechanics that borrow from some games that make the game also feels unique. Yeah, this is, by the way, consumable. Enjoy the rest of the demo. By the way, this is the Bonestone dust that I mentioned that allows you to, you can actually lose it, and just in case you die, you can actually convert it later to bones that you can use. At a certain point, you can use the bones, just pop a screen, which allows you to do upgrades. Once you're setting the minimal for upgrade, you're going to see it in a moment. So I'm going to get to 350 and you can see I can upgrade. So I can decide whether I want to invest in attack, increase attack, defense, and the power of my consumables, or I can actually store it for later, which is the last option. Regarding health potion, by the way, you can charge it as you attack enemies, so it kind of forces you to be aggressive. Again, it borrows some of the mechanics for some of the popular, action RPG games and Soulslike games. It's cool. And of course, there are boss fights as well in this game, and quite a few of them, even in the demo already. Honestly, how can you do that and not put a chest after a boss fight? Come on. Doesn't make sense. Anyway, on the side here, you can actually see there's a checkpoint, and it allows you to actually get inside, and there you can actually kind of manage things out. You can get like extra, for example, vial to charge your health potions. Here you can actually see this machine transform the currency that you cannot lose into the bones, and the other one is for weapons, but I have only one that I chosen, and later on you're gonna have more, and you can always go back, of course, and continue your run. There's also the screen where you can see, your level of items and the one that you have, basically the inventory. Pretty simple. But I think the most thing that I haven't shown you, by the way, the trinket, but I have none yet. But basically allows you to choose different effects, and there are lots of them that you can actually discover from what I've read. But I couldn't unlock any of them, at least in the demo, so the same. You can see it says the next level. You see the levels at what bones. So you know exactly how many bones you need, so how much you can actually save maybe for later, so you can actually upgrade, just in case you don't want to lose them and you want to upgrade to make sure you get an upgrade. And based on my experience, the upgrades are permanent for your character. I haven't lost them. They didn't get to be level 1 when I actually failed. So this is a very important currency that's important to make sure that you keep and you know how to maintain it in order to make sure to upgrade, so you can, to store, so you can actually upgrade your character and become more powerful. Yeah, so overall, again, the fact that I actually invested so much time in it, for me, it means that it's a good game. I'm playing so many of these games, and there are so many of them just play a few minutes, sometimes even a few seconds if it's just so bad. This is actually great. And here you can see there are more than 100 trinkets, tools, and upgrades. So this seems to be something that's going to be amazing. You can actually see the trailer on Steam that shows lots of things, and the game looks really, really good. So definitely worth your time if you are, into this type of games. For me, it just clicked well, so definitely going to play it when it launches as mentioned on Steam, on October 31st, 2025. Cheers.